A city built from broken promises, a sweeping melancholic song about love collapsing piece by piece. We built a skyline out of wishes, stacked our dreams in fragile lines. I chased the map of your intentions, but you kept changing every sign. Every street was paved with maybe, every road led back to doubt. And I kept fixing every fracture while you kept finding ways out. I held on to every promise like they were bricks that couldn't fall. But now I'm standing in a city built from broken promises, where every empty window shows the cracks you left in me. I walk the ruins of the love we swore was permanent, but even still won't hold when someone wants to leave. I tried to build forever, you were building exits. Now I'm living in the wreckage of what we used to be. Yours were always painted pretty, but they chipped with every storm. I kept patching up the damage, you kept calling it the norm. Even the sunrise here feels haunted, like it rises just to fall. And I'm still breathing in the dust of dreams we never had at all. Cause I'm standing in a city built from broken promises, where every empty window shows the cracks you left in me. I walk the ruins of the love we swore was permanent, but even still won't hold when someone wants to leave. I tried to build forever, you were building exits. Now I'm living in the wreckage of what we used to be. If love was meant to save us, then why am I buried underneath? So I'll leave this city slowly, brick by shattered brick I'll go. Cause nothing built on broken promises can ever truly grow. You said you'd always stay beside me, but always turned to dust. Every vow you whispered softly collapsed beneath your rust. Now I'm walking through the wreckage of a love you swore was true, counting bruises on my heart from all the things I gave to you. I didn't see the cracks show till I fell right through your words. Funny how the sweetest lies are the ones that hurt the worst. There are bruises where your promises fell, faded blue but hurting still. You touched my heart so gently, but you're leaving cut like steel. Every forever that you whispered left a mark I couldn't heal. There are bruises where your promises fell, and I'm learning how they feel. I should have seen the weather change, the wind shift in your tone, but I loved you too completely to notice I loved alone. Now I trace the roads of heartbreak like the cars beneath my ribs. Every promise that you dropped is a place that still exists. Love shouldn't feel like damage, but hers broke me at the seams. You left me with the scars of maybe and the ghosts of broken dreams. There are bruises where your promises fell, and they bloom a darker blue every time I try to breathe. breathe in a world without you. But I'm learning to forgive myself for the faith I gave so well. Even if you left these bruises where your promises fell. There are spaces in this house where the truth still tries to breathe. Words we hid behind our pride still hang like ghosts between the sheets. I open drawers you never touched just to feel you close again. But all I find are broken echoes of the places we didn't mend. And I keep tripping over memories that never learned to fade. 'Cause we've got closets full of unsaid things, and every silence still cuts deep. I still replay the words you needed, but I was too afraid to speak. If love is measured in what we buried, then ours was deeper than it seemed. Now I'm standing here with empty hands and a heart full of what ifs I'll never clean. I hear your footsteps in my mind, walking out but slow this time, like even you were scared to leave what we lost between the lines. I could have held you, could have begged, but the truth felt like a fragile thing. So we let go without a fight and called it fate instead of pain. 'Cause we've got closets full of unsaid things. Maybe we just let it starve while we whisper to the shadows instead of opening our hearts. Now I clean out rooms that once held you, but the quiet never leaves. We've still got closets full of unsaid things, and the heaviest part is me. You left pieces of you leaving like glass inside my chest. I spent months just trying to breathe through all the hurt you left. But slowly the wounds softened and the dark began to fade. I cleared the soil of my heartbreak and found something new was made. I grew flowers where the pain was turned to hurt into a garden in the rain. Every tear became the water for the roots that broke the chain. feels like when it wears a smile. And I learned the bitter lesson of loving someone so fragile but healing. Learn to speak to me in petals soft and new, teaching me the gentle truth that life goes on without you. I grew flowers where the pain was, turned the hurt into a garden in the rain. Every tear became the water for the roots that broke the chain. You may never know the beauty blooming where you made the scars, but I grew flowers where the pain was. I'm not thanking you for breaking me, but I'm proud of who I've grown to be. I grew flowers where the pain was, and they bloom without your name. You planted grief inside my heart, but I rewrote the garden anyway. If only goodbye and letting go. Painfully honest goodbye that never truly ends. I said goodbye 100 times, but it never seemed to stick. Your memory keeps rewriting all the ways I tried to quit. I packed your letters in a box and sealed the lid with trembling hands. But open wounds don't disappear just because you think they can. If only goodbye meant letting go, I wouldn't feel you in my bones. Your voice wouldn't echo every time I try to sleep alone. If only goodbye worked like that, I finally free my aching soul. But love doesn't leave when you say the word. If only goodbye meant letting go. I keep your number in my phone like a bruise I can't erase. I scroll through texts we never sent and memorize your digital face. I tell myself it's over now, but my heart keeps calling bluff. It's cruel how endings linger on when you already lost enough. If only goodbye meant letting go. If only goodbye meant letting go. If healing had a switch, I'd flip it without looking back. I know. If only goodbye meant letting go, but some love stay like scars, permanent beneath the surface, no matter how far apart we are. I packed my dreams inside a trembling suitcase while you stood quiet in the fading light. You didn't try to stop the hurt between us, didn't reach for me, didn't ask if I was alright. And every step I took felt like a question. You never tried to answer anyway, but I kept hoping you would call my name before I walked away. I turned around one last time, praying your silhouette, hoping love would pull me back to you. If only you had asked me to stay, I would've dropped the bags, I would've turned around, I would've fought the storm, I would've held my ground. If only you had whispered my name, you'd still be the home I run to every day. My heart broke in the silence you chose that day. If only you had asked me to stay. Now every room is filled with echoes of you. Every quiet night reminds me what I lost. I try to tell myself it's for the better, but healing always comes with such a cost. I replay the moment like a fragile movie, wondering if you felt me slipping through. And I still wait for the truth you never spoke, for the words I needed from you. I waited there between goodbye and the hope you'd finally choose, but you let me walk away from you. If only you had asked me to stay, I would've dropped the bags, I would've turned around, I would've fought the storm, I would've held blind. But if only you had whispered my name, you'd still be the home I run to every day. My heart broke in the silence you chose that day. If only you had asked me to stay. Maybe you loved me, maybe you didn't. Guess I'll never know what stayed unspoken, but I still feel the space where your hand should have held mine. A story left unwritten, a promise left behind. And I keep wondering if you feel it too, the sharp, sweet ache of almost loving you. If only you had asked me to stay, the nights wouldn't feel so cold, so dark. I'd still be lying safe inside your heart. I'd have turned back before the world turned gray, but you stood silent as I walked away. If only you had asked me to stay. If only you had asked me to stay. I wasn't looking for a miracle, just for you to tell me I belong, and I'd still be yours today. If only you had asked me to stay. I don't know where you're sleeping now, or if my name still crosses your mind. I don't know if you kept the letters or tossed them when you said goodbye, but I still drive past your old street just to feel a piece of what we had. I swore I'd stop remembering you, but the truth is I'm still bad at that. I keep trying to move forward, but my heart keeps circling back. If you hear this, I still care more than I know how to say. I still check the skies hoping you're looking the same way. I try to bury every memory, but they rise up in the air. And if you hear this anywhere, just know I still care. Your laughter lives inside me like a song I can't unlearn. And I still flinch at certain places where your absence hits and burns. Maybe you think I'm doing better. Maybe you think I let you go. But healing isn't something simple. Some wounds love to keep open slow. I pretend I've stopped missing you, but some lies are hard to hold. If you hear this, I still care. In the quiet I pretend is peace. Used to show up in my breathing, in the moments I can't release. I've tried to outrun the memories, but you're everywhere in the air. So if you hear this somehow, just know I still care. Maybe you don't think of me the way I still think of you. Maybe love just fades for some, but mine never learned what to do. And I hope you're really happy, even if I'm not the one there. But if a piece of you still wonders, this is me saying I still care. If you hear this, I still care. Though the world keeps pulling us apart, I still carry every moment like an echo in my heart. I don't know if I should miss you, but missing you feels unfair still. If you hear this in the silence, I hope you know I still care. I learned to bend where you would crack, to hold my breath so you'd come back. I stitched my heart with shaky hands just to love you one more time. You were the calm before the storm and the lightning in my spine. I didn't know that loving someone could feel like walking a fault line. Loving you was learning to break, to fall apart for your sake, to give you pieces I never replaced. Just praying you'd wanna stay. You didn't mean to be my ruin, but you taught me how to ache. And now I know the truth of it. Loving you was learning to break. I wore forgiveness like a coat, even when it weighed me down. I hid loving someone scared to love leaves no space for your own blame. Loving you was learning to break, to fall apart for your sake, to give you pieces I never replaced. Just praying you'd wanna stay. You didn't mean to be my ruin, but you taught me how to ache. Maybe I was brave, or maybe I was blind, calling it devotion while I bled from every side. But loving you was learning to break, and now my heart won't mend the same. I hope you find a softer place than the one you left behind in me. Loving you. Loving a break. I still say your name in whispers when the night grows far too long. It slips out like a memory from a heartbeat holding on. My hands still reach for comfort in the shape where yours once lay. My heart still calls your name by habit, though you're miles and months away. My heart still calls your name by habit, a reflex I can't quit. It beats in patterns we created, on rhythms you still fit. I try to drown it out with silence, but it speaks before I think. My heart still calls your name by habit in every lonely blink. Love's muscle memory is cruel. It remembers what it wants. It recalls the warmth of loving you more sharply than your faults. I try to teach my chest to soften, try to let the bruises fade, but your name keeps rising up in every breath I've made. My heart still calls your name by habit, like a song stuck in my bones. It echoes in the empty rooms where I now sleep alone. I chase any sound that mends me, but nothing seems to stick. My heart still calls your name by habit, and it breaks a little quick. Maybe one day it'll quiet, maybe it'll be brand new, but healing takes its precious time to unlearn the shape of you. My heart still calls your name by habit, even though I know it's wrong. It whispers you at sunrise and sighs your name at dawn. If love is what we practice, then mine still follows through. My heart still calls your name by habit, even when I don't want it to. coffee's cold, the chair's still yours. I leave the light on by the door. Your laughter lingers in these walls. A quiet ghost that softly calls. I still watch the dawn roll in, pretend you're here to see it again. If I could have one more sunrise, just to see your eyes meet mine, feel your head and lose the time like we used to, side by side. And no goodbyes, no pain to hide, just one more sunrise, just one more sunrise.
The world moves on, but I stay still, chasing shadows on the hill. The sky keeps painting what we knew.
Every color reminds me of you, and though I know I can't go back, my heart keeps replaying our track. If I could have one more sunrise, just to see your eyes meet mine, feel your hand and lose the time like we used to, side by side. And no goodbyes, no pain to hide, just one more sunrise. Oh yeah.
Maybe you're watching from above.
Bathing me in morning love.
The light feels warmer when I pray.
That you hear me when I say,
If I could have one more sunrise,
just to see your eyes meet mine, hold you close and stop the time like we used to, side by side. And no goodbyes, no pain to hide, just one more sunrise. I see you there in the light, somewhere beyond the sky. Until then I'll close my eyes and dream one more sunrise. Five quiet hearts without goodbyes, a final aching track about grief that speaks louder than words. You whispered that you loved me, like the words might break your teeth, and I held them like a fragile truth, afraid to let them breathe. We never shouted at each other, we just softened into space, two souls trying not to tremble while the ending took its place. Quiet hearts have loud goodbyes, they echo long after the tears run dry. You don't need screaming to feel the pain, just the sound of us slipping away. And I swear the silence bruised me more than any shouted angry war. Quiet hearts have loud goodbyes, and ours still rings inside. We tiptoed around the breaking like it wasn't already done, held hands like cold reminders of the warmth we lost undone. Even now the calm still kills me more than any storm could try, 'cause losing you without a fight felt like the slowest kind of dying. Quiet hearts have loud goodbyes, they echo long after the tears run dry. You don't need screaming to feel the pain, just the sound of us slipping away. And I swear the silence bruised me more than any shouted angry war. Quiet hearts have loud goodbyes, heart still rings inside. I wish we'd broken messy. At least we would have known the love was truly over when we raised our final tone. But we whispered our forever and whispered walking out of it. Quiet hearts of loud goodbyes, and mine still hasn't quit.
Storms that stole my name, lost myself in all that pain. Every tear became a seed, something broken, learning to breathe. The sky fell hard, but I still stayed. Found my strength in what decayed. 'Cause every ending plans to start, and every crack can bloom a heart. Touch the sky, 'cause healing's born in what remains, and life begins again in rain. Find a rise. I will rise like the rain, fall to the ground and start again. Turn the hurt into hope again, and shine through everything that changed. I'll be stronger through the storm, find the reason I was born. I'll fall, I'll break, but I'll rise like the rain. I'll rise like the rain. Yeah, I'll rise like the rain.
I kept the jacket that you left behind. Still smells like autumn in your careless lies. I wear it sometimes when the world feels cold, just to feel a version of you I used to know. These walls remember every quiet fight, every whispered promise tangled in the night. And I still hear you breathing in the space where your warmth once held my shaking faith. I've been holding on to things that never stay. You were gone long before you walked away. still remember you, though I'm begging them to fade. I've been drowning in the version of the love you couldn't save. You left pieces of a heart you didn't feel, a goodbye that never learned to heal. And the shadows still remember you, but someday I hope I won't too. When the night is finally gentle and your memory stops burning through, maybe then I'll find the strength to say the shadows don't remember you. The shadows don't remember you. I saw your shadow in the doorway of a place we used to go. You were laughing with somebody, a laugh I used to know. It hit me like a memory, sharp enough to make me fall. How easily you're shining in a life without me at all. And I'm still holding on to moments that you left without a sound, while you're learning how to love again in someone else's arms now. Someone else gets your smile now, the one that once belonged to me. They get the light behind your eyes I fought so hard to keep. I'm standing here with empty hands, still learning how to live somehow, knowing someone else gets your smile now. I never thought a simple picture could break what's left of me inside, but I saw you looking at her with the love I used to find. And I tried to feel resentment, but all I felt was letting go, because part of me still loves you more than I want you to know. And it's cruel how healing happens in the hearts that do not stay. You moved on like it was mercy. I stay grieving in the grave. Someone else gets your smile now, the one that warmed me through the night. They get the softness in your voice, the way you held me tight. I'm standing here with shattered dreams, trying not to break somehow, knowing someone else gets your smile now. Maybe loving you is borrowed time, a story we can never write. Maybe you will never mind, beyond those temporary nights. whisper one last quiet love into the wind that moves around, and let it carry you to someone who gets your smile now. Street lights blur like memories as the car keeps moving on. Your jacket's on the seat beside me, cold as the feeling that you're gone. I'm chasing all the raindrops like they're answers I could find, but every drop just falls like truth I try to leave behind. And the radio's still playing our song from a year ago. Funny how a melody can hurt more than you know. These tears on the backseat window are writing out your name. Every streak is a confession of the love you never claimed. I'm crying out all the moments you let slip between your hands. These tears on the backseat window know me better than you can. We're driving through the places where we once believed in us. Now every corner feels like warning signs. I was too in love to trust. Your silence feels like distance. Even inches felt like miles. I kept waiting for you to reach for me, but you just stared ahead and smiled. And I whispered, are we breaking? You just sighed and looked away. Sometimes the softest answers are the ones that make you stay. These tears on the backseat window are writing out your name. Every streak is a confession of the love you never claimed. I'm crying out all the moments you let slip between your hands. These tears on the backseat window. Maybe love was just a detour you never planned to take, and I was only borrowed time until your heart began to ache. But I would have held the pieces of the parts you tried to hide. I would have loved you even broken if you let me stay inside. These tears on the backseat window are the proof of what I gave. All the nights I kept believing you were something I could say. Now I'm letting go in whispers as the glass falls with my breath. These tears on the backseat window are all we have left. Streetlights fade behind me, but the ache still wants to go. And I'm lost in my reflection on a backseat window full of tears. The night falls quiet, stars begin to weep. Your shadow whispers in my sleep.
I reach across the empty space, still feel the warmth of your embrace.
Though the world keeps turning slow,
There's a part I can't let go.
love doesn't fade with time.
It lives between the lines. You're forever in the flame. Every spark still speaks your name. Though you're gone, the light remains, burning softly through the pain. No distance, no goodbye can change.
You're forever,
forever in the flame. I see your face in the morning sky.
hear your laughter as clouds roll by.
Every heartbeat, every tear tells me somehow you're still near.
Even when the nights grow long,
Your memory keeps me strong. You're forever in the flame. Every spark still speaks your name. Though you're gone, the light remains, burning softly through the pain. No distance, no goodbye can change.
you're forever,
Forever in the flame. Somewhere beyond the stars you shine.
guiding me through the endless night.
Love is real, it never dies. It lives where heaven meets the sky. You're forever in the flame. Every spark still speaks your name. Though you're gone, the light remains. In my heart, it burns the same. No distance, no goodbye can change.
You're forever, forever in the
You left your sweater on my chair, like you were coming back someday. Your coffee cup still on the counter, cold, but I kept it there anyway. I replay every little moment, trying to hear what I missed. 'Cause you looked at me like you were staying, but your heart had already slipped. And I'm standing in the doorway where you used to turn around, but you walked into the silence without making a sound. It's the goodbye you didn't say that keeps me up at night. The way you smile, pretending everything was fine. I would have held you tighter if I knew you'd walk away, but you broke me with the quiet, with the goodbye you didn't say. Your shadow lingers on the hallway, like it's waiting to be found. I talk to ghosts of who you were, They never answer, just fade out. I still check my phone each morning, though I know the screen will remain blank. Funny how love can feel so heavy when the words you needed never came. Now I'm chasing all the questions you left hanging in the air. Every breath I breathe reminds me of the one you didn't share. It's the goodbye you didn't say that tore right through my chest. The way you kissed me softly, like you'd already laid us to rest. I would have memorized your heartbeat if I knew it was your last day, but you broke me with a quiet, with a goodbye you didn't say. Maybe you thought it hurt me less if you slipped out of the light, but the truth is silence cuts deeper than words ever could at night. I wish you had told me you were leaving, so I know where to place the blame. Instead I'm drowning in the echoes of a love we never named. It's the goodbye you didn't say that haunts me every day. The gentle lie you whispered when you promised you would stay. I would have carved your name in forever if I knew you'd fade away, but you broke me with a quiet, with a goodbye you didn't say. You walked out like a whisper, leaving nothing but the ache. And I'm here holding on to the goodbye you didn't say. I lit the candle one last time, the way you used to smile to see a tiny flame for one more wish you never shared with me. I whispered to the empty room like somehow you were near, and watched the flame flicker out like the way you disappeared. The last candle on your birthday cake burned softer than the words you didn't say. I stare at it until it dies, like watching you slip away. I'm holding on to little things, 'cause the big ones hurt too much to face. So here's to one more lonely flame, the last candle on your birthday I still bake the same vanilla, the one you said tasted like home. But now the kitchen feels too quiet, like it knows I'm here alone. I set a plate where you once sat, a habit I can't seem to shake. Then I tell myself to blow it out and pretend my heart won't break. The last candle on your birthday burned softer than the words you didn't say. I stare at it until it dies, like watching you slip away. wishes brought you back, I'd light 1,000 more tonight. Find one, but it's just me and one small flame, and the ghost of what we didn't save. I watch it fade the way you did. The last candle on your birthday cake. I keep dreaming in the shape of you, a longing dream like confession about a love that lives in sleep. Your outline finds me every night, like my mind can't let you fade. I see you in the quiet corners of the dreams I never made. I reach for you in shadow worlds where you still wanna stay. The morning pulls you from my hands and takes you farther every day. I keep dreaming in the shape of you, like my heart still knows your face, like my soul keeps building versions where we never lost our place. You're the silhouette that lingers in the memories I go through. No matter how I try to change, I keep dreaming in the shape of you. I walk through fields we never touched, lie beneath skies we never saw. Dream you still looks at me like you never let love fall. I wake up with your name half spoken, like the night held you too tight. But when the daylight finds my room, you're already out of sight. I keep dreaming in the shape of you, like my heart still knows your face, like my soul keeps building versions where we never lost our place. You're the silhouette that lingers in the memories I go through. No matter how I try to change, I keep dreaming in the shape of you. Oh, sleep is where you visit, then I'll close my eyes again. I keep dreaming in the shape of you, 'cause it's the only place you stay. Walls still hold your laughter, like they're scared to let it fade. Your sweater on the back room chair still keeps the shape you made. I walk the halls we used to warm, but they're colder now somehow. Like every room is waiting for a love that's not here now. I try to fill the silence, but it's louder than my grief. Now there's shadows where the love used to be, places you touched that still remember me. And I keep reaching for the warmth we lost, even knowing it won't come back easily. hand is next to mine, but every memory turns to smoke when I try to hold the line. You're everywhere and nowhere, a bittersweet catastrophe, the kind of hurt that never leaves. It just learns to breathe in me. Now there's shadows where the love used to be, places you touch that still remember me. And I keep reaching for the warmth we lost, even knowing it won't come back easily. We used to shine like we were meant forever, even stars can burn too violently. Now I'm living with the echoes and the ghosts, just shadows where the love used to be. Shadows where the love used to be. If I could turn the lights back on and bring us back to who we were, I'd give the world to feel again the warmth you left inside this blur. But I'm standing in the dark without your light, and all that's left of you is silhouettes at night. Just